I have 422 friends, yet I'm lonely. I speak to all of them every day, yet none of them really know me. The problem I have sits in the spaces between looking into their eyes or at a name on a screen. I took a step back and opened my eyes. I looked around and realised that this media we call social is anything but when we open our computers and it's our doors we shut. All this technology we have, it's just an illusion. Community, companionship, a sense of inclusion. Yet when you step away from this device of delusion, you awaken to see a world of confusion. A world where we're slaves to the technology we mastered, where information gets sold by some rich, greedy bastard. A world of self-interest, self-image, self-promotion, where we all share our best bits but leave out the emotion. We're at our most happy with an experience we share. But is it the same if no one is there? Be there for your friends, and they'll be there too, but no one will be if a group message will do. We edit and exaggerate, crave adulation. We pretend not to notice the social isolation. We put our words into order until our lives are glistening. We don't even know if anyone is listening. Being alone isn't the problem. Let me just emphasise, if you read a book, paint a picture, or do some exercise, you're being productive and present, not reserved and recluse. You're being awake and attentive and putting your time to good use. So when you're in public and you start to feel alone, put your hands behind your head, step away from the phone. You don't need to stare at your menu or at your contact list. Just talk to one another. Learn to coexist. I can't stand to hear the silence of a busy commuter train where no one wants to talk through the fear of looking insane. We're becoming unsocial. It no longer satisfies to engage with one another and look into someone's eyes. We're surrounded by children who, since they were born, have watched us living like robots and think it's the norm. It's not very likely you'll make world's greatest dad if you can't entertain a child without using an iPad. When I was a child, I'd never be home. Be out with my friends on our bikes we would roam. I'd wear holes in my trainers and graze up my knees. We'd build our own clubhouse high up in the trees. Now the park's so quiet it gives me a chill. See no children outside and the swings hanging still. There's no skipping, no hopscotch, no church and no steeple. We're a generation of idiots, smartphones and dumb people. So look up from your phone, shut down the display. Take in your surroundings, make the most of today. Just one real connection is all it can take to show you the difference that being there can make.
Video tonight with a graphic illustration of the combustible mix of teenagers, cars, and distraction. This is a warning not only for parents, but for anybody who gets behind the wheel. And here.
Some chilling images now from the open road, bringing home the danger of texting while driving. Cell phone video capturing a distracted teenager behind the wheel as he loses control of his car. Trace Gallagher.
Alarming, but not a big surprise. The number of people getting injured using their phones while they're walking is skyrocketing. Thanks to cell phones, you're now far, far more likely to get in an accident on foot than you have been in the past. It's a real problem. As a matter of fact, a terrible thing happened just a little while ago. Viola Davis was on her way into the show. You can see she's entering from our parking lot there. She's on her phone texting and walking. Youch, just like that, hit by a bus. Miraculously, she's fine, and she'll be here soon. She does it very professionally.
In the hustle and bustle of the streets, you need to be aware of your surroundings. But smartphone users walk with their heads down. They have no clue what's going on around them. To see how little they notice, we've sent out Joe, our friendly gorilla. Will these smartphone addicts spy our guy, or just walk on by without a glance? For most people, Joe is proving out of the ordinary. But it's amazing how many people on cell phones haven't even noticed there's a gorilla in their midst.
Excuse me, did you happen to notice a gorilla back there?
No.
You didn't see a gorilla standing right on the street?
I was in my phone.
You were on your phone? That's a dangerous device. You can get injured out there. You gotta be careful.
All right,
Alrighty.
thank you. little bits of my time get it slipped away to various things like this, like technology. I check things. I'll give you an example. If this email shows up, how many of you have gotten an email like this, right? I've been tagged in a photo. When this appears, I can't help but click on it right now, right? Because like, what if it's a bad photo? So I have to click it right now. But I'm not just going to click see photo. What I'm actually going to do is spend the next 20 minutes. But the worst part is that I know that this is what's going to happen. And even knowing that that's what's going to happen doesn't stop me from doing it again the next time. Or I find myself in a situation like this, where I check my email and I pull down to refresh, right? But the thing is that in like 60 seconds later, I'll pull down to refresh again. Like, why am I doing this, right? This doesn't make any sense. And the thing is that, again, knowing exactly how this works, and I'm a designer, I know exactly how the psychology of this works. I know exactly what's going on. But it doesn't leave me with any choice. I still just get sucked into it. So what are we going to do? Because it leaves us with this all or nothing relationship with technology, right? You're either on and you're connected and distracted all the time, or you're off, but then you're wondering, am I missing something important? In other words, you're either distracted or you have fear of missing out, right? So we need to restore choice. We want to have a relationship with technology that gives us back choice about how we spend time with it.
I'm not allowed to use any technology in most of my classes, so.
Oh, wow, so you wouldn't know?
So I wouldn't know, correct.
Okay.
I do need my laptop to take notes and stuff, but I think if I didn't have my phone or like the internet on my computer, then I would pay attention a lot more and not get distracted, and my grades would be a lot better.
I don't think so at all, because the classes that I currently do not have a lot of technology in, like that we can't use computers or cell phones, I'm doing very poorly in.
No.
Never?
Never.
Never just walking down the street and just looking at your phone and been hit by a car?
No. That's never happened to me. I've got a pretty good sense of where I am, I think. I could see what's around me.
Okay.
One time I was walking to my English class this year, and I was on my phone and I bumped into someone, a really cute boy, and I embarrassed myself so bad, and his name was Richie Bosco.
I can't say I have physically, but mentally it gets to me a lot. Like, I get a lot of anxiety from technology. It puts a toll on my study habits and stuff like that, so.
Well, my phone's like a part of my body. It's really tough not having it, especially at first. I didn't know what to even do with myself. It was a struggle and a half, if I could say the least. Well, actually, surprisingly, yeah. It felt better to talk to people face to face rather than just on a screen. I felt like I knew people better. It was really a good change. And I did better in school as well, so it's always a plus.
And